We're here in Salem from the University of Oregon celebrating a year-long partnership that the University of Oregon has had with the community of Salem, where we have matched and linked a whole slew of courses and students across different disciplines at the university to work with community goals and agendas that are part of the City of Salem's work plan. For a long time, universities have had a history and a reputation for working on communities, not with communities. And at the same time, we have students in a lot of our classes that are really desperate to make a change and a difference in the world while they're students as part of their learning and not have to wait till after they graduate. And so about 14 years ago, a few of us had this really random idea of what if we could match existing courses with an existing community to work on community goals and to do it at a scale that actually makes a difference. So 14 years ago, we approached a city manager of Gresham and asked if they would be willing to match some of their needs with our courses. And much to our surprise, we had 19 different classes work with the city of Gresham that first year. And since then, for the last 14 years, we've been working with different Oregon communities every year to advance local goals and give students an opportunity to learn in the classroom on real world projects. Around this room, we have a lot of students that are actually my students in my bicycle transportation class, and they're presenting posters of their ideas on how to redesign some of the streets in Salem so that more people can bike more of the time, safely, comfortably, kids being able to get to school on their own, parents being able to go wherever they want on the weekend, etc. So there's a lot of students presenting their work through posters there. And then there's two other courses that have their students and some of their projects represented elsewhere in the room as well. And we're going to celebrate then all of the classes that happen this year as well. The agenda at this event is this first hour is browsing for the community to come and engage with the students that are here and ask them about their work and learn about their ideas. And then we'll have a formal program where we actually go over all of the amazing work that happened through this year-long partnership. The work that the students have done all year is really for the public, and it will all be available online. And they can go to the website of the Sustainable City Year program at the University of Oregon that are really public-facing documents. So they're meant to be living documents both for elected leadership and for staff of the city, but also for the general community to learn and engage and wrestle with as we do as community members to try to improve the quality of life of where we live. I think all of us who are part of a community want to make it better. And I think all of us as individuals and in coalition with the people that we know have a real responsibility to help find ways to improve things for our kids, for our family members, for our communities, and not just be in a position to complain about what's not working well. And so I think our whole partnership this year and this whole event and all the work that's been done this year is really designed to be forward-looking and hopeful and try to understand that good things are possible, even if they're imperfect and difficult and not unanimous in their understanding. So I think I would challenge or hope that the community of Salem can look at some of these ideas and think like, wow, that's a pretty good idea, and start engaging with other people in the community or their elected representatives or with city staff to find ways to actually put some of these ideas into practice. Because ultimately it's about creating a community that works better for everyone.
I took my engaged journalism class to better, to basically co-design the survey, facilitate conversations with the Hispanic community here in Salem. And we actually specifically targeted the Hispanic community because, realistically, after a 10-week class, it's hard to really actually do listening and engagement work across Salem. What my class ended up doing was we partnered with community organizations such as Mano a Mano and Willamette Academy. And we also partnered and distributed the survey along with two fantastic teachers from North Salem High School as well as McKay High School. It was a great opportunity for myself and my students to really kind of take a look at journalism and approach journalism in a different way, where we actually start with communities first, right? So instead of trying to determine what the information needs of communities, we ask them where they get their information first, how they shared information, and what issues most resonated with them that has been unreported in the local media. I still resonate, and I still remember the responses I got from my students because they really appreciated the opportunity to actually talk to community members and listen to them, right? And actually to kind of not just directly do the reporting, but directly kind of getting a better understanding. What are the needs? What are the information needs of their communities, of this particular community here in Salem?
I am a graduating senior from the University of Oregon. I am a 3 p.m. major, which is Planning, Public Policy, and Management. It's housed in the College of Design. And I am a member of Mark Schlossberg's bicycle transportation class, which is 3 p.m., 4:38. And I worked on redesigning Front Street, Southeast. I first got into transportation planning when I was a sophomore in college, thinking about the way that transportation has to do with every aspect of our lives. It's completely a part of our being. We need to have better transportation, and transportation is also the way that we can help fight kind of climate change, moving away from a just like petroleum-based gasoline-based car system and moving towards more multimodal transportation options and more micro-mobility really opens up a way to just create a more equitable and a cleaner and a safer and more sustainable environment. And so that's how I got into this entire topic of transportation planning. But specifically this class, I took it for the first time last year, and we did a project for the City of Sisters in Oregon. And then in the beginning of the school year, when I heard that the SCYP was partnered with the City of Salem, I was like, I have to be in this class. I am from Salem, Oregon. I've lived here my entire life except for college. And so I was just like, I need to be in this class. I need to help Salem. I need to do this project. And now I'm here. I love the fact that the city is open and willing to listen to students. I think that that is such a beautiful and great opportunity for them to get insight from these new, fresh minds and to receive input on the ideas that the youth are coming up with, youth being college students, but like, we have so many fun and fresh ideas, and I love seeing the looks on like the public officials' faces when they're like, oh, I didn't think about that. And it's like, I'm glad I can give you that idea now, sir. It's also just so incredible to see so many peers work on my hometown. I love Salem so much, and it's so refreshing to just see people create better projects for the place that I live and just see these improvements go in. Open up your mind, talk to some youth, look at the projects that are happening, speak to city officials, go online, look at projects, but also just take pride in where you live. And when you take pride in where you live, that's where the improvement can truly come, because until you want to love the space in which you inhabit, you don't want to improve it. But if you love where you're at, then you want to do the work to make it better. And that's why I'm just so happy that this project and this class and the SCYP was partnered with Salem, because I love my home so much. And so I get to see all these beautiful projects done surrounding my home. I just encourage everyone to think about the way that the current built infrastructure can change, and the built environment is simply built, and we can redesign it and we can make it better, and we can make everywhere better for ourselves to have a better place to live. And there's nothing stopping us but ourselves.